has to be given. To hold it back is painful. To hold it back is suffering, because what we're holding back is the impulse of life. And I think when it's given, it has an impact and it touches people in ways that we can't even imagine. It reaches out and ripples out and touches people. But sometimes we think, what impact am I going to have if I give my love, if I give my love bomb, if I give my love gift? I'm only one person. But we never know how that love will go out and touch someone. We never know. I mean, even for me, I can't tell you how many times I get emails. People say, your video or whatever it was, like, changed my life. Or I was thinking about committing suicide, and I watched one of your videos, and it made me rethink. What, really? Like, so you just never know. Like, we're reaching people through loving that we never know. We'll never have any idea about. If we were all committed to loving, like radically committed to loving, like we're committed to looking good, making money, getting dates, being healthy, doing yoga, all these other things, we're getting a good job, getting good grades. If we were that committed to loving, like as a yoga, as a practice, like no messing around, that intentional about expressing loving, we would change it. The world would be just completely different. The world would shift. Exactly, I don't know how, but it would definitely expand in love if we were that committed. So that's what I would love to see, is us committed as a humanity to loving that radically, to daring to be love that radically and express love that radically. No apology. It's what we all want. It's what we all are. It's what we all want. It's what we're all seeking. I think everything we do, we're all seeking that loving. We're all seeking that connection to source. Whether we're drinking, whether we're doing drugs, whether we're having sex, whether we're working like crazy, we're all, even, those people that might be addicted, to a drug or whatever it might be, It's like, okay, you get drunk or you do a drug, and what happens? For that moment, that limited vice grip of yourself is loosened for a moment. I'm just feeling so, and it just kind of loosens for a moment, and all of a sudden the identity's loosen, and there's maybe a little more love that can flow, or something that can flow, and then it's like this again, and we have to. So I think there's an impulse that we're all wired to seek for what we are, to seek to express love, to be love, to seek for the source of what we really are. But sometimes we might stop short along the way of what's real, So I think as we get in touch with that more and more, and I think that's why events like 9/11, I think, or whatever it might be, someone dying is a catalyst, because it starts cracking the identity. It starts cracking where we might be holding on to. It starts cracking and causing us to think about, what is my life about? Is it just to wake up to go, why am I here? Maybe there's something more to this existence. And I think those events remind us that there is no time to waste. There is no, like those people in 9/11 had no idea that they would not come home that night and be able to look their loved ones in the eyes one more time and say, look, I really love you. Or that they would not come home, in the Southeast Asian tsunami or in Japan a couple of years back and say, I'm really sorry for the way I've been treating you, for what happened. We often think, I can do it, next week, 3 months from now. We never know, And I think events like that are also a catalyst and reminder. Don't waste time. Any moment we could go. Any moment this experience can be over. We have no idea. So I say we love in such a way, we express it in such a way that should that moment come, we're ready. Should that moment come, there's no regrets. Should that moment come, we can throw our arms wide open and say, okay, maybe I'd rather live a few more years, but I'm giving everything I've got right now to this moment, as love right now. And, you know, events like that, I think, remind us to not mess around, you know, to get on with loving radically, because we don't know how long we have, you know. And I think death reminds us of life and how precious each second is.